Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video I'm going to share my opinion that is the real estate market in Canada going down. Before I proceed further, I would like to clarify neither I am a realtor nor I am a real estate businessman or anybody who is involved in this real estate business anyway. I am just a common man and this is based on my knowledge and understanding and research, of course. So this is just my opinion from a common point of view. Don't consider it like legal or any government information. Alright guys, so the data was released and in the month of March the prices did cool down. Of course it is still really high and nobody can say that in Canada like real estate is down or it's like at low. No, it's very expensive. But there is something I would really like to say. I have been regularly monitoring listings and I do see many listings now being relisted at a lower price after even doing offer presentation and other things. Just a few months back, if we all go to January or Feb, this was not even possible. Like it was so much seller centric that any World War One property, not even in good condition and not even worth of 300 or 400,000, were going 500, 600 because of the blind bidding. People were like crazily bidding on everything. Properties were not even staying in market for long, but that's not the case anymore. There are properties who are staying now for 3-4 weeks and still there is no offer. Even after having offer presentation, it's not going through. So things are cooling down, but I don't know how long it's gonna be. There are several reasons. So from a common point of view, very first thing for a common buyer, citizen is managing cost. So when inflation is high, people are gonna worry, because if I take a mortgage, if I buy a house at a really high price, I have to pay monthly, bi-weekly or whatever frequency I select, it's payment, right? So there are certain expenses that I have to do, like if I have to manage food, other expenses, right? I cannot do any major cut in that. So if the inflation is going high, gas prices are going high, because of gas prices everything is going high, so that means I have to shell out more money from my pocket towards these necessities, and that's gonna impact my capability to afford a mortgage. First point. Second, rate of interest hike. So today was the second rate of interest hike by Bank of Canada. If you are on fixed rate of interest, your mortgage is there, then you are not gonna be affected immediately until your term expires. But those who are gonna jump into the market now, what are they gonna be? They are gonna get on this new rate. If you have a pre-approval and the rate is locked for you, still you will not be affected. But again, if your pre-approval expires and you go for a new one, it will affect once more. So this is how it is gonna be. It's not gonna be easy anymore like it used to. This is also hitting buyer confidence, and it is having psychological impact. Third is the policies of government. So foreign buyer tax that was in Ontario 15, the government had planned to make it to 20 from 30th March. So that means foreign buyers have to pay less, so that will decrease some confidence in the sellers, because in lot of places foreign buyers are blamed for high prices. But I mean, if you go in percentage, they are like 3 to 4 in both the hot markets, Toronto and Vancouver, but they are being blamed. But now the federal government is coming up with a plan to ban the foreign buying of real estate altogether for 2 years. So if this happens, means you like such a huge amount of buyers will not be coming in. They will not be allowed to buy for 2 years. So that means it's going to be cooled down further. Next, I would say, the federal government has announced their massive plan to build houses, get away with the red tape, so that people will get approval, builders will get approvals easily to build new houses. So basically they are facilitating building of new homes, because you need to have a balance between demand and supply. One way is to increase the supply, so in this way you can make more houses so that people have more options, and that's going to impact the price for sure. So that plan they have. Plus they have come up with like first time home buyer tax-free account. So again, of course there are some limitations and other things, so I won't go into the details. I'll just give you the overall view. that is also favoring. Then they are gonna check on flippers. So if you buy a house, earlier what used to happen? If you buy a house, okay, and you do something and then you sell it out within 12 months. So the money you gain, only 50% of this would be taxable. But now if you do it within 12 months, then it's gonna be 100% taxable, and there are some other points as well. So that means they are also trying to hit these flipping activities. So that basically they are preferring more homes for, especially for first time home buyers, so that people can get their homes. So these things are there. And when people see the sentiments psychological effect, like I was reading some comments from various real estate agents as well. Some of them were saying, like during the pandemic, even till January Feb, because pandemic is still on, they were getting like 70 to 80 plus showing requests per week. 70 to 80 per week, can you imagine, for a property? Sometimes even 100 plus. Now it has gone down to 3 to 4 per week. Yes, you heard it correct. So it is affecting, at least to a psychological level or something. Long term, I don't see any decrease in real estate because prices go up and down, but in the long term, it's always up, right? If you see various curves, inflation or price of anything, in long term, it always goes up. But for short term, this psychological impact is gonna happen. So some people will be benefited, no doubt, but many will not as well. Because let's say you have a budget, let's say 700,000, and you were not getting a good freehold property. Of course, in 700 you won't get in GTA. You may get outside GTA, but not in GTA. So you were not getting a good freehold property. Now you may think, okay, this is happening, so it's right time for me to jump. Now few points will come here. If you have a pre-approval and you have a good significant time, let's say 2 to 3 months until that expires, maybe you get benefited now, because if you are locked for that interest rate, so you go ahead with this, fine. Let's say you have taken for fixed. But if you have not got your pre-approval and today you're gonna jump into the market, your new pre-approval will be based on the new interest rate. So that means you have to shell out more money. So not everyone is gonna be happy about this, especially sellers will not, because some sellers may back out. If somebody is not in a hurry to get money by selling their house, they may stop, because if they see the prices are cooling down, they may say, okay, what is the need of selling the house? I'm not in a hurry, stop it. We'll sell once the market goes up. But if but there would be people who may think, okay, this is not the end. The government is gonna announce more rate hike down the line, so let's clear it immediately. There will be some guys like this. So it is gonna impact on sellers as well as buyers in different ways. Some people, those who need money now, they would think that, okay, whatever is the case, we have to sell and go away. Oh no, I cannot invest more. Like every case is different, right? So such things will come into the place. Of course, like I'm not saying that demand will be decreased, because if you see the massive immigration plans, demands will be there, and still government, I believe, need to do much more in order to build new houses for affordability. So we'll see this, how it happens down the line. Thanks for watching, guys.